I have zero sense of direction. I could visit a place 10 times and still get lost. So Paxton Levis spent an entire week hand-drawing every street around our school onto a set of maps. There was no north, south, east, or west on them. Only labels like the convenience store with the yellow dog out front and the old man who sells terrible hot dogs. He'd ruffle my hair and say, "What would you do without me?" That was how it went, until my best friend Patricia Sandler came back from studying abroad. On our graduation trip together, Paxton told me to get out of the car and check whether something was wrong with it. I'd barely gotten both feet on the ground before the car pulled away without me. A message came through from him. "Paxton, there's a rest stop 3 kilometers up the road. Patricia and I will wait for you there." Patricia is right. If nobody ever pushes you, you're never going to learn your way around. I walked for an hour through a downpour, working myself into a panic, before Paxton sent me a hand-drawn map. It had arrows on it and a cute little smiley face doodled in the corner. "Just follow this. 20 minutes tops." But my legs ached with every step, and the route kept drifting further off course until I ended up in a dead end. I called Paxton. Patricia's bright laugh came through instead. "Congratulations, sweetie, you took a wrong turn. Paxton and I made a bet on whether you'd figure out he flipped the arrows on purpose. I said you wouldn't. Guess I know you better than he does. So for the rest of the trip, it's just going to be Paxton and me. Dragging you along is honestly way too much trouble." Paxton's voice came through next to hers, doting and amused. "A bet's a bet. I'll listen to whatever you want. Depending on someone else comes at too high a price. High enough that when he finally walked away, I didn't even know which direction was which anymore." I wiped my eyes. This time, I want to find my own way. By the time I stumbled home following my phone's map, it was already the middle of the night. The wrong road Paxton had directed me down ran past an abandoned factory. When I fell, a piece of exposed rebar tore into my ankle, close enough to punching straight through my foot. Blood dripped into the mud and onto the floor. I didn't even have the strength to change my shoes. I just braced myself against the shoe cabinet and tried to catch my breath. My mother saw me and gasped. She rushed over to hold me up. "Cleo, what happened to you? Didn't Paxton say he was taking you on a road trip?" I looked down at the torn, curled back skin on my ankle and told her everything from start to finish. The light in her eyes dimmed little by little. "How could this happen?" she murmured. "Before your high school finals, he used to take the long way on his bike every single day just so you wouldn't be late. And when you got lost in college, he was so panicked he almost called the police. He even said that when he bought a house someday, it would be somewhere you could find your way home to with your eyes closed." Her hands shook as she wiped the mud off my face. "I watched him grow up. How did he turn into this?" I cut her off. "Mom, don't. I want to study abroad." She paused, then carefully cleaned and dressed my wound. "All right, I'll get your paperwork sorted. We'll go somewhere far away from all of this." Later that night, the wound became infected, and my fever climbed to 39 degrees Celsius. Half conscious, I heard my mother on the phone in the living room. "Paxton, you told me you'd take care of Cleo, and that's the only reason I let her go anywhere with you. Her foot was almost ruined for good. Is this what you call taking care of her?" I couldn't make out his response, but Mom slammed the phone down in fury. A moment later, the phone by my pillow buzzed. "Paxton, your mom just called and chewed me out. Cleo, I really didn't expect you to be so delicate that you'd end up running a fever over this. Fine. I won't leave you behind by yourself again next time, all right? Just get better soon." Another notification popped up at the top of my screen. Patricia had a modest following as a travel blogger and loved posting about her trips. She had uploaded a carousel of beach photos. Every single one showed the two of them together. Paxton's shoulder tilted slightly in each frame, blocking the sea breeze from hitting Patricia. She held up a cold drink with a lemon slice, grinning brightly. The comments were already flooded with fans. "Is Patricia finally making it official? That guy's profile is gorgeous. That height difference is unreal. I'd let him step on me." Patricia replied with a shy, face-covering emoji. Then Paxton appeared in the comments. "Don't wander off. You don't know this place, and I'd hate for you to get lost."